Wind dragged the dust down Main Street like it had a job to do, shoving grit under doors and into the eyes of anyone foolish enough to stand still. The piano inside the Lazy Spur was playing something slow and sour, the notes bending like they were too tired to stay straight. That's when the saloon doors slammed open. Not the usual swing and creak, slammed hard enough to rattle the glasses. She filled the doorway like a storm cloud rolling in, tall as any man in town and broader across the shoulders than the barkeep. Black dress, black gloves, black veil. Even her boots were black, but the heels struck the boards like silver hammers. No one said her name, but every head turned. She didn't look left or right. She walked straight to the bar, each step hitting the floorboards in a rhythm you could measure a heartbeat against. The barkeep poured without asking, hands shaking just enough to make the whiskey slosh. Outside, a thin cowboy was pulling the saddle off a horse that had seen better years. The animal favored its front leg, head down like it knew the road ahead wouldn't be any kinder than the one behind. The man's hat brim hid most of his face, but the sun caught on the lines around his mouth, not the kind made by laughter. "You there?" Her voice cut through the open door, low but sharp enough to reach him over the wind. He looked up, blinking against the light. "Inside," she said, "not a request." The cowboy hesitated, glanced at his horse, then tied the reins to a hitch post that wobbled like it might give up in the next breeze. When he stepped through the doors, the piano stopped altogether. She was still at the bar, one hand on the glass, the other resting on her hip like she might draw a pistol if she got bored waiting. Her eyes, clear and gray, swept over him like a measuring tape. "You're Eli Mercer," she said. His brow creased. "Who's his skin? I'm telling." She tipped her chin toward the stool beside her. "Sit." Eli stayed standing. "I'm on the market for trouble, ma'am." "Good," she said, "because trouble's already bought and paid for. I need a husband, and you need sturdy daughter." The room didn't breathe for a moment. Even the barkeep leaned an inch closer, like maybe he'd misheard. Eli's jaw worked. "Beg your pardon?" "You heard me." She drained the glass in a single swallow, set it down with a dull thud. "You got a lean look. A man who's had his share of running. My ranch don't abide men who run. But I've got land that needs defending and a daughter who'll not marry a coward. Seems you need a place, and I need a man who won't break when the wind changes." Eli's gaze flicked toward the door. "You don't know me. I know enough." She slid a silver coin across the bar, its edge catching the light. "And I know Dawson Creed's men been sniffing around your trail same as